And it's 2 minutes before game time. Our fourth game is right ahead of us. And we promise this is not an AAU event, but we do have a team playing their second game of the day. If you come from Canada, you may as well get an extra game. And that's George Harris Prep versus Mountain Mission. I'm Leroy Watson on play-by-play, and I'm joined on color by my colleague Cullen Kreider. And, you know, Cullen, I don't care what anyone says. Even when you're young and you can recover, 2 games in one compressed period of time is difficult to pull off.
Absolutely, especially at this level. I mean, just the grind that you put on your body, and no pun intended there for the grind session, but I mean, really, you know, you're going to feel that, and it would be very, very difficult to recover because you're putting your body through an extreme workout there for an hour, you know, for these kids, and just that's a testament to their character. Come back out here, play another game, get the experience that they need, and just improve themselves.
And George Harris Prep came out, they were down by 25 at the half to Aspire Academy, 42-17. They ran out on an 11-2 run. They won the second half 30-16, and they only lost that one by 11, 58-47. So I'm sure that did not leave a great taste in their mouth. Watched them in their shoot-around earlier. They really showed a lot of bounce, a lot of energy. They're ready to take on Mountain Mission in this second contest.
Yeah, and they came out real slow. You just said they came out pretty slow in the first half of their first game. So let's see if they can make that adjustment here to come back in this second game here and come out strong and come out quicker.
Projected starters are for George Harris Prep, number 3, Quentin Jollymore, number 11, Jayton Cultus, 21, Ryan Ben, 23, Jajit Banwait, and 46, Raheem Dennis. For Mountain Mission, 0, Molly Benin, 3, Albert Wilson III, 5, Yusuf Abdrabu, 11, Johannes Osifa, and number 15, Papous Mbia. But we will go to public announce for the official starting assignments for both teams.
Raheem Dennis. Next, for Mountain Mission of Virginia, number 0, Molly Benin. Number 3, Albert Wilson III. Number 5, Yusuf Abdrabu. Number 11, Johannes Osifa. And number 15, Papous Mbia.
All right, so we are almost ready to get started. George Harris Prep out of Canada. This is their second game of the day versus Mountain Mission out of Virginia. The home team on the scoreboard, George Harris Prep, is in white trimmed in maroon. And the visitors on the scoreboard, Mountain Mission, are in midnight blue, trimmed in green, and I think we'll just say green because it looks like there's some kind of gray or silver in that, but we'll just go midnight blue with green. Mountain Mission is playing an 8th grader, Cullen. Number 3, Albert Wilson III, the son of Albert Wilson Jr., the head coach. And he is among the team leaders in field goal percentage, points, and rebounds as an 8th grader. I'd say that'd be a nice piece to build around for the next 4 years.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, of course he's going to grow into that body. His dad stands probably 6'6".
Yep. And Raheem Dennis somehow controls the tip. Now that was an amazing piece of ball handling there. I thought for sure that was going to go out of bounds. Tray ball on the way, a little short, and rebound right on cue, Albert Wilson. Molly Bennon into the front court for Mountain Mission to Papoose Mbia, their best player, their leading scorer and rebounder. Bennon again, deep left wing, being guarded by Jalen Cultus. Bennon, tray ball, no good, rebound. Ryan Ben for George Harris Prep. Cultus to Jollymore. Quentin Jollymore. Raheem Dennis into the lane for the layup.
Yeah, and Raheem Dennis was the leading scorer in their first game today, and it looks to be their #1 scoring option.
And the difference in the top scoring option for each team, right? Raheem Dennis can create his own shot at will. Papoose Mbia, however, needs a little help. You know, he's not one of those creator types. But they do run a lot of motion, and he finds open spots really well. He moves well without the ball. So it'll take a team effort for Mbia to go off, whereas Raheem Dennis can just go off anytime he really wants to. And basket is good. Ryan Ben.
2-point basket, number 21, Ryan Ben.
And Coach Albert Wilson not happy with the lack of execution on either side of the ball. He calls a 30-second timeout. 14:20 left to go in the first half. And our score is George Harris Prep 4, Mountain Mission 0.
Well, and any time that you know, to use a football term here, anytime you have blown coverage on defense in basketball, it's usually going to result in a layup, just like a touchdown in football. And I think that's what Coach Wilson is upset about right now, blown coverage there on the defense.
He was incensed. And I've seen him, this is my 4th game watching Coach Wilson. That's the angriest I've ever seen him, because Ryan Ben was butt naked wide open under the basket. And you just can't have that. You know, the margin of error for a team like Mountain Mission, they're smallish, they're not super athletic, they're not super talented. Their margin for error is extremely slim. They can't throw away points. But I tell you one thing, they really play well together. They execute their offense very well. Albert Wilson, tray ball no good. Raheem Dennis chases down the long rebound. Tray ball is good. Jajit Banwaite. Yusuf Abdrabu to Albert Wilson. Papoose Mbia, they call him Pop. Pop in the lane, and it's good. A foul committed by Ryan Ben. That is his first, team first. Mbia to the free throw line. Try to convert the conventional three-point play.
I remember back to a few years ago when the first year that we had Mountain Mission on the grind session. They had like 7 countries represented on their team at that one time. Very, very cool deal there. They had a player by the name of Oscar Toshibwe. For people out there that keep up with the high school rankings now, it's a 5-star recruit. Not exactly for sure where he's at now, but that's where he started his high school career, was Mountain Mission. I believe he's a West Virginia commit.
And it looks like they gave Banwaite a 2. I called it a 3.
Yeah, they did give him a 2 earlier.
They gave him a 2, all right. 6'3". Albert Wilson, shot no good. Rebound Quentin Jollymore into the front court, over to Raheem Dennis. Jarjit Banwait, no good. Rebound, Yusuf Abdrabou. And there's the kick. And I tell you someone I'd like to see if he puts on a little weight, and that is number 21, Ryan Ben for George Harris Prep. Just watching him move a little, and he's got good length. Get a little stronger. That'll add to some explosion. He might actually be a pretty nice prospect. Raheem Dennis just blows by everyone. Papu Simbia catches up to him, but he fouls. It is his first, team first. To the line, shooting a pair will be Raheem Dennis. And Cullen with his size and explosion, I wouldn't be surprised if Raheem Dennis doesn't explode for 25 to 30 points.
Yeah.
This is the kind of game where he can impose his will because he's so athletic, he's so slithery.
I could see that, and you know, I'd put him up there, and you can see him playing at the JUCO level.
No
you
question.
Know, he's a JUCO level talent, and that clearly, I mean, nothing wrong about that. That's a positive deal for sure, and because those guys, they can get in the JUCO level for a couple years and then go to a mid-major or a major program.
It was interesting. There was a discussion on a board in Memphis that I frequent, and someone was downing JUCO. So someone put up a post that showed some of the kids, some of the men who played JUCO. Okay, so the coaches Wilson, both of them were Coach Wilson, are correct that it didn't reset, but that's not a correctable error.
That.
And Coach Wilson isn't going to let it go, and I don't blame him. And so Coach Wilson goes down to discuss with
all they need to know is that the ball hit the rim.
Which it did.
So, I mean.
But when it did hit the rim, they didn't reset the shot clock.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it should just reset now. It should be a new.
But unfortunately, there's no mechanism in high school.
No replay. Right?
Yeah, to correct that. So it's unfortunate for Mountain Mission, but the ball will go to George Harris Prep. But anyway, to complete my point briefly, but we had a post that talked about some of the men who went junior college, and we're talking about some of the best who've ever played in the NBA.
Oh,
Steve Francis,
yeah,
Dennis Rodman, and I'm just going off the top of my head here.
There's plenty, man. I mean,
you could put together, and I made this point, you can put together a very, very, very formidable all-time, all-NBA, all-JUCO team.
Of course.
Molly Bennon, three-pointer for Mountain Mission, and we're tied up at 6. Oh, here's a blast from the past. How about Sean the Matrix Marion?
Yeah.
That's a junior college guy. Got a foul on Papu Simbia. That's his second, team second. Jarjit Diarra, number 23, enters the contest for Mountain Mission. It's our first look at him today, number 23. And Jalen Cultus coaxes that one through. He got the shooter's roll, the shooter's bounce. 8-6, George Harris Prep. Molly Bennon answers with a tray ball for Mountain Mission. And so now Mountain Mission with their first lead of the game, 9-8, 10 minutes ago in the first half.
And Bennon's got a great stroke, great looking stroke there.
Very pure. The key with Bennon, if he gets to set his feet, you're in trouble. You've got to rush him. You've got to run at him. You've got to rattle him and make him think about it. Dennis just misses. Yusuf Abdrabu with the rebound for Mountain Mission. And he loses it out of bounds. Last touch by George. Was it? Yes, last touch by George Harris Prep. Mountain Mission basketball. Molly Bennon, floater, no good. Bennon with the offensive rebound, up and under, no good. Raheem Dennis with the long rebound. And the layup is good. Rashawn Taylor. Molly Bennon, no good. Rebound, Raheem Dennis. Dennis with an in and out dribble on the left side of the lane, and he's fouled. That foul committed by Molly Bennon. That is his first and team's third. 8:48 to go, first half. 10-9. George Harris Prep on top. Dennis into the lane. He kicks it back out to Rashawn Taylor. Ryan Ben, no good. He gets the offensive rebound and is fouled on the shot. Foul committed by Yusuf Abdrabu. That is his first, team fourth.
His first, team third. At the line for Harris Prep, number 21, Ryan Ben, shooting 2.
For George Harris Prep, Ryan Ben toes the line. He'll take a pair of free throws. And they are 0 for 3 at the free throw line so far. Kind of a neat story, Cullen. Last year when I saw Mountain Mission, Albert Wilson III, number 3 on the court now, was one of the team managers.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Now he's the team center.
Yes.
It's a big step up there.
Huge step up. So Ryan Ben makes that second free throw. 11-9, George Harris Prep. Albert Wilson with the finish in the paint. Give that assist to Jaji Diarra. Floater is good. Shane Taylor. And we got to travel on the play. Basketball goes to George Harris Prep.
Also in for Mountain Mission, number 0, Molly Bennon.
George Harris Prep up by 2, 13-11. 7:48 to go in the first half. Raheem Dennis kicks it. Tray ball by Sinclair, no good.
It's a good pass.
Beautiful pass to Daniel Kafeni. Out of bounds, last touch by Mountain Mission. The ball will belong to George Harris Prep. Raheem Dennis, shot no good. Long rebound belongs to Rashawn Taylor. Raheem Dennis, tray ball, no good. Albert Wilson with the rebound. Albert Wilson, short jumper in the lane, no good. Picked up by Daniel Kafini. Molly Bennon, good shot fake.
Checking in for Mount Mission, number 23, Joshua Yara. Checking in for Harris Prep, number 15.
So basketball belongs to George Harris Prep. 6:41 left to go in the first half. Leading by 2, 13-11. Ryan Ben. Swinging around the horn, make it back around to Ben. Shane Taylor kicks it to Gonsalves, and he throws it away. Stolen by Johannes Asafa.
That's great hands there by Asafa to get his hands up, active hands, get the deflection and the steal.
Albert Wilson drives and scores, and he's fouled. That foul committed by number 21, Ryan Ben. That's his second, team second.
Wilson moves very well for an 8th grader. I'm telling you, man,
Yes.
the kid is very strong. Like I said, like we both said, you know, he's gonna get bigger. His dad's 6'6", his mom's probably about 5'11", so the boy's gonna be big for sure.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, he's already got a good start. I mean, like I said, he moves very well. He's strong.
Yeah, and he's got the frame you like. You know, too many times we get players and they have the athletic ability, but the body just keeps failing them because they're so frail.
Right.
This kid is not frail. I wouldn't want to run into him. And Mountain Mission is really extending the traps. They are flying all over the court and bothering George Harris Prep. Tray ball by Gonsalves, no good. Offensive rebound, Chris Sinclair. Gonsalves thought about it, faked. He gets it to Nathan Jariba. Stolen by Mountain Mission. Molly Bennon in control. Coach Wilson told Al the third to knock it down. It was a little short, and here comes George Harris Prep. Almost stolen by Youssef Abdrabou.
Number 15, Papoose Ibia.
Coach Al Wilson is substituting very freely today, even more freely than the last couple times I've seen them. He is running folks in and out like Grand Central Station. Nearly stolen there by Mountain Mission. George Harris Prep retained possession, and we have a drive. We've got a foul. Papoose Mbia call for his third, team fifth. And I had him down for 3, but apparently the official book says 2. So we always go with the official book.
I think Mountain Mission will take that at the 2.
Absolutely. So at the free throw line, Brandon Gonsalves. He misses the first.
Multiple substitutions in for Harris Prep.
Both of these teams subbing freely in and out. And, of course, we know why George Harris Prep has got to do that. I'm sure their legs are a little weak right about now.
Well, as a coach, if you can find a rotation that you feel works anyway, obviously you keep your guys fresh. You know, you get fresher legs on the court. And that's always the goal, is to have guys out there that are using every bit of energy that they have.
I know last week Prolific Prep traveled to Athens, Tennessee with only 6 guys. And so after the first game, Coach Billy McKnight says, you know, that was actually probably the easiest game I've ever coached. I said, really, why? After the first 2 minutes, he subbed every 90 seconds. And it was just a matter of who he was going to pull out at that 90-second mark. Stolen, Asifa. He gets it to Papoose Mbia. He spins it in. Mountain Mission back into the lead, 15-14. 4 minutes left in the first half. And Raheem Dennis has been a little quiet, Cullen. He's only got 2 points. And if he wants to win this game, he has got to get ignited. Meanwhile, Quentin Jollymore with the floater in the lane. Ball out of bounds, still belongs to Mountain Mission.
Oh, good move.
Wilson, no good. Mbia tries to pick up the loose ball, no good. Look at Asefa. Wow, what hands. And then Albert Wilson in the right place at the right time. Rebound pulled down by Martin Henry of George Harris Prep. Three minutes left in the first half. George Harris Prep on top, 16-15. Stolen, Youssef Abdrabu, all the way, it's good.
And you know, the whole game I've been watching him play and watching just how he moves. I mean, he's smooth, you know.
Yes,
I've been watching to see him start to assert himself offensively, and he shows there that he can do that. And so, look up.
Papoose Mbia steals it away from Raheem Dennis. Molly Bennon loses it, last touched by Bennon. And so George Harris Prep will take the ball back. 2:25 to go.
I was a little confused there. I didn't understand what happened. I don't see him just losing the ball just out of bounds for nothing.
I thought George Harris Prep touched it, but
the way he walked back,
yeah, he didn't act like
indicated that it was out on on Molly Bennon.
Okay, there we go. No, it is their basketball.
Right.
Okay. So ball out, last touched by George Harris. Molly Bennon will trigger for Mountain Mission. Mountain Mission up 1, 17-16. Johannes Sefa missed it. Papoose Mbia, and he is fouled by Martin Henry. His first, team third.
Both teams here are very, very disciplined, and that's something refreshing to watch. That every one of the guys on the floor is working very hard, listening to their coaches, responding to their coaches.
Mbia missed the second free throw. Albert Wilson called for his first. And well, they're saying team fifth. I thought it was sixth, but okay. Once again, always go with the official book. Mbia almost pulled off the steal. Raheem Dennis couldn't finish that one. And that foul committed by Arian Damani. Arian, there we go, Damani. His first, team fourth. Albert Wilson makes the first free throw. And he misses the second. Stolen Johannes Asifa rather. And layup is good. Molly Bennon.
Mountain Mission does a great job of playing the passing lanes. They really get their hands in there into the passing lanes. They work for deflections, and it really works out well for their defense.
Tray ball is good.
3-point goal to Arian Damani.
Arian Damani with the three. Papoose Mbia.
Foul number 15, Papoose Mbia. His third.
That is his third. And the team's sixth.
Oh. Tough take there.
Wow. Raheem Dennis. He's got 4. Shot clock is off. Mountain Mission should take the final attempt of this half. And that'll do it. Our first half score. George Harris Prep 21, Mountain Mission 21. 16 minutes later, and Cullen, we haven't solved a thing. We're still tied up.
Right. Good half, and both teams worked very hard. And it's two blue-collar teams out there, and so it's just that type of game. It's entertaining.
So we will take a break from day one of Hoopin' on the Hill, live from Warren Central High School in Bowling Green, Kentucky. On play-by-play is yours truly, Leroy Watson. I'm joined on color by my colleague, Cullen Kreider. And we'll be back in about 6.5 minutes to get you ready for the last of this game. Contested. Tyrese Samuel. Here Armstrong to Jimmy Bell for the jump. Saved by Isanza to here Armstrong, lob to Isanza. Stolen Pierre Cockrell. He gives it to Malik Tidwell in transition. He lobs it off the glass. Armstrong into the lane. Lobs it to Ricky Sanza for another jam. Possession, Cockrell with the steal. Lob off the backboard to Kwani Kwani. Jumper, no good. Coleman Hawkins with the rebound. Outlets to Pierre Cockrell. Off the glass to Kwani Kwani once again. LaMelo Ball with the rebound.
He wants it. Yep.
Oh! Emmanuel Shimungo.
That's a big time shot.
Oh my goodness. Bias fire. Wizards lob back door to given a lot of
Nice.
Picked up by LaMelo. Look at that underhand. No,
I think there needs to be a different matchup there.
that is not what. Oh, Terry! Oh. And we are getting close to tip-off of the second half between George Harris Prep and Mountain Mission. Here's your first half scoring update. We'll start with Mountain Mission, who were led by Molly Bennon with 8, Papoose Mbia with 6, Albert Wilson III, 5, and Yusuf Abdrabu, 2. For George Harris Prep, no one had more than 4. You had Raheem Dennis and Rashane Taylor with 4 apiece, 3 apiece for Ariane Damani and Ryan Ben, 2 each for Jalen Cultus, Jajit Banwaite, and Quentin Jollymore, and Brandon Gonsalves chipped in with 1. But it's a pair of smaller teams. Neither of them is particularly athletic. Each of these teams is the kind that you have to band together, share the basketball. It's going to be a team success. It's not going to be an individual success, with the possible exception of Raheem Dennis for George Harris Prep, but even he had a difficult first half. So, Cullen, let's look into our crystal ball. What do we see in the second half between these two?
Well, you know, it's hard to tell since it's a tie ball game just like it started. And so both teams work very hard. They're both scrappy. And really it's just, it'll probably just come down to just who makes shots. I mean, you know, it's, as I've said before, sometimes basketball is very simple. And it's just who makes more shots at the end. And we'll see. Again, basketball is a game of runs. Who can go on the run, the timing of the runs. But being so close right now, it's hard to tell. It's going to be blue ball starting.
And Mountain Mission gets the basketball to start the second half. And it'll be Papoose Mbia inbounding to Yusuf Abdrabu. Johannes Asifa to Mbia, back to Asifa. Albert Wilson faces up, gets into the lane, spins, off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jalen Cultus.
Good pass.
Raheem Dennis out front.
2-point basket for 46, Raheem.
Basket is good, and Coach Albert Wilson
Well, we saw
quickly
this,
calls
we saw
timeout.
this in the first half as well.
Exactly. And this time he calls a full timeout. So we will take a break as well. 15:33 left to go in the contest. And our score is George Harris Prep 23, Mountain Mission 21. It's day one of Hoopin' on the Hill, live from Warren Central High School, Bowling Green, Kentucky. A grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports. We'll be right back. (23-21). George Harris Prep. And Albert Wilson was wide open on the baseline, couldn't handle the pass. George Harris Prep back on offense. Cultus drives baseline, stolen, knocked loose by Al Wilson, picked up by Mbia Papoose Mbia. Molly Bennon, game high 8 points in the first half. Gets it to Mbia, swatted away and picked up by Ryan Ben. Raheem Dennis And that is Johannes Asefa. No good. Papoose Mbia, no good. Ryan Ben controls the rebound. Quentin Jollymore into the front court. Into the lane. Stolen. Yusuf Abdrabu. So the team's trading turnovers right now, Colin. And, you know, sometimes halftime can be a situation where they lose their groove. Both of these teams seem like they were getting into a bit of a groove in the first half, late in the first half.
I'm telling you, man, I can't say his last name very well.
Abdrabu.
He's very skilled, man.
Yeah.
And he's taken it to the basket twice and scored both times, or the 2 times that I'm thinking about. And I just want to see more of it. I think he's really got that ability, especially for this team, to be in that scoring role.
Hook. Ryan Ben, no good. Rebound, Mountain Mission. Molly Bennon. Short jumper is good. Albert Wilson, the third. The future is very bright for that young man.
Very nice shot there, just straight up. Good follow through, good fundamentals.
Raheem Dennis. So he's equaled his output for the entire first half in the first 4 minutes and 5 seconds of the second half. Stolen, Jalen Coltis. Raheem Dennis behind the back to Quentin Jollymore.
Turnovers are killing Mountain Mission right now.
And Coach Wilson is he's talking to his guys and letting them know exactly what you're saying. Hey, you're not sharing the ball. You're making bad decisions. You're turning the ball over, and you're seniors.
Well, and George Harris is turning all the turnovers into points as well.
Yep.
So that's when it really, really affects you.
Jalen Coltis called for his first foul, team first.
At the line for Mountain Mission, number 3, Albert Wilson III, shooting 2.
So Albert Wilson will go to the line, shooting a pair. He's got nice touch. Great rotation on that free throw. First one is good.
Number 12, David Kavini, and number 23, Jaji Diarra.
And this is the same thing, Colin, that happened during the Tennessee prep game when Much Beal left the lane, just left the lane too late. Same thing just happened to Mountain Mission, and it will cost them a free throw attempt. Just the little things that let you know somebody's head's not in the right place.
Right.
You got to know the rules and know when you can do what.
And that's just part of fundamentals as well. And stuff like that when I referee a basketball game, that stuff drives me crazy because it's the last thing that you want to call as an official.
Right, because the official delayed. He didn't make the call immediately, but then, you know, he realized, look, I got to make this call. Oh, Raheem Dennis. I don't know why he didn't just take the shot. He had the little short, maybe a 12-footer. He passed it off, and Jajit Banwaite missed it. And here comes Mountain Mission. 27-26, George Harris Prep on top by 1. Basket good.
There's the matchup I go to right now if I'm Mountain Mission. I get
Yusuf Abdrabu.
Yeah, Abdrabu. I get him in the post. I get him wherever I got to get him to get involved in the offense.
Tray ball is good. Jalen Coltis.
Coltis did this in the first game as well that they played. He didn't score in the first half, and then he had a great second half of the first game. Now, I'm not sure that he scored in the first half of this game. I don't. He
scored 2.
Okay.
But
so, you know, very low there. And now let's see if he gets going here in the second half as well.
Raheem Dennis to Coltis again. Tray ball right on cue.
Yeah, there he goes. And that's where he was getting his buckets as well, is in that corner.
Yep,
same
corner jumper. He's got 8, and the lead is 5, 33-28. Albert Wilson III showing his range.
Well, again, he's got a very good form shot, and he just trusts his process. He just follows through, and lets it fly.
He's got a game high 11. There's Cultus. Tray ball no good. Long rebound is chased down by Banwaite. Short Jaji Banwaite, and indeed it is short. Offensive rebound up and in, Ryan Ben.
And good job by Ryan Ben. He gets the rebound there over 2 defenders from Mountain Mission.
35-31. George Harris Prep on top. Al Wilson, no good. Rebound, Ryan Ben. Oh, Jolly Moore threaded the needle, but I just don't think Cultus was ready for the pass. Raheem Dennis finishes. Stolen away. Jaji Banwaite just reached over and said, give me that. And here comes Raheem Dennis down the baseline. Cultus, that's his spot. Jalen Cultus with his third 3 of the first half of the second half. And so we've got timeout on the floor, full timeout called by Coach Al Wilson and Mountain Mission. And all of a sudden, George Harris Prep trying to run away. They're up by 9, 40-31, their largest lead of the contest. So we'll take another break here on our broadcast. We hope you're enjoying day 1 of Hoopin' on the Hill 2019, live from Warren Central High School in Bowling Green, Kentucky. A grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports. I'm Leroy Watson on play-by-play for Cullen Kreider on color. We will be back in a moment. Mountain Mission facing their largest deficit thus far, 9 points with the basketball. 8:46 to go in the contest. Daniel Kafini. Free throw line jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, pulled down by Jaji Diarra. Tray ball from the corner by David Kafini, no good. Raheem Dennis into the front court for George Harris Prep. Dennis all the way, no good. Rebound, Yosef Abdrabu. Abdrabu, coast to coast. Out of bounds, basketball will go to George Harris Prep. Into the front court. George Harris Prep, 8 minutes left to go. They are up 9, 40-31. 8 seconds left on the shot clock for George Harris. Shot off, no good. Rebound, Papusimbia. Pass too high for David Kafine. Basketball belongs to George Harris Prep. Still leading by 9. Raheem Dennis thought about that 3. He drives into the lane. He kicks it to Coltes. Coltes 4-3. Jalen Coltes, 4 tray balls in the second half. He's got a game high 14 on the contest.
Yeah, he's been the difference here in the second half, and what a plus for George Harris Prep when you've got a guy just making all the shots in the second half.
Yep. Papusimbia. (43-33). George Harris Prep on top by 10. Quentin Jollymore, no good from 3-point range. Mountain Mission on the attack. Papusimbia. Papusimbia, rather, excuse me.
And if Mountain Mission wants to get back, now is the time. Now's the time to start their run.
Down 8, 43-35. Still plenty of time left on the clock. 6:06. Raheem Dennis made it look way too easy. He's got 12. Baby hook, Al Wilson, no good. He is fouled. Jajit Banwait. That is his first, team second. Al Wilson to the line, and he will shoot a pair. Makes the first. 45-36. George Harris Prep. Missed the second. Ryan Ben with the rebound. Stolen. Jaji Diarra. And the foul is on Jaji Diarra, his first team first. Papusimbia blocked by Raheem Dennis, but there is a foul called on the play.
That's a smart foul there by Dennis. I didn't know if they would give him the shots because he clearly made a pass. And here we go. Oof. I thought that we were going to get another lane violation. Molly Bennett was very close to walking in there again.
Papusimbia makes the first. Missed the second. 5 minutes, 4 seconds left. 8-point lead for George Harris Prep, 45-37. Bia into the lane and scores.
6-point game. A lot of time left.
45-39. Stolen. Jaja Diarra.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. Jaji Diarra, who has been very active in the second half defensively. That's his first basket of the contest.
Well, and he did a great job of getting into the soft spot of the zone right there in the middle.
Yep.
And then converting on the shot. Both teams rarely have any fouls, though. It's just
No.
3 and 2. That's 5 total fouls for the second half.
Checking back in for Harris Prep, number 21, Ryan Finn. And number 11, Jalen Cutlass. Jump ball to lift the stage for Harris Prep.
Hey, let's go. Keep up the intensity, Blue. We right here, fellas. We right here. Albert, we right here. Let's go.
Pop fire. Yusuf, get ready. Fire over.
Foul on Papus Mbia.
But that's the good thing for each team, actually, is that now in these last few minutes of the game, you can be very aggressive because you've still got a few fouls to give.
Nearly stolen.
Pac-Man. Pac-Man.
3:50 to go in the contest. Two-possession game, 45-41. George Harris Prep on top of Mountain Mission. A foul committed by Raheem Dennis, his second, team fourth. First free throw, good. Molly Bennon. Under 3 minutes left to go. That foul committed by Yusuf Abdrabou. His third of the half of the game, team fourth of the half.
You know, and every time he takes it to the rim, I'm always surprised. Is because like, so how many points is that for him for the game? Is that
That's 8.
That's 8. You know, like to me, the way he is moving to the basket and the way that he's getting to the spots that he wants, like he should be their #1 guy. You know, like I'm not being negative towards him at all because you know you got to find your flow as a player, and I'm giving him more credit than anything. I'm surprised at how efficient and how good that he is. You know, when I'm watching him go to the hole like this, because it's very skillful. Very, you know, he's using Euro steps. He's getting the shoulder past the defender. Just, I mean, everything looks good. You'd like to see him be more aggressive. As a fan, I'd like to see him be more aggressive, you know?
If he's fortunate, he's got a couple of years left in high school, and that'll give him a little more time to develop a little bit more. But he's got a nice frame. I've seen him shoot a little.
Yeah, he's a big kid. I mean,
yeah,
6'4".
He can shoot it. It's a 2-point game, 47-45.
Sure.
We've got a foul on the play. Foul.
He handles the ball very well.
Yes, he does. Quentin Jollymore, his first. Yeah, Abdrabou is just a Swiss Army knife. He does a lot of little things well.
And now, see, they're letting him run the point here. I like that.
Basket good. Yusuf Abdrabou.
I'll tell you something that he does very well. Also, he knows how to get that third step in there. And he knows how to get that third step without it being a walk, because there's something about his timing. He gets that third step every single time. Big rebound.
Ryan Ben.
It's a big rebound by Ben at a crucial point in his game. 1:23 on the clock, tie ball game. Big offensive rebound.
Jaji Diarra with his second foul. Ryan Ben makes the first. .2 seconds left to go, and it's a 1-point basketball game. 48-47. George Harris Prep on top of Mountain Mission. Anybody's ball game. Traveled. Full timeout, Harris Prep. So we will take our final timeout of this broadcast, in all likelihood. 47.8 seconds left. And Harris Prep clinging to a 1-point lead, 48-47 over Mountain Mission. We hope you're enjoying day one of Hoopin' on the Hill, live from Warren Central High School in Bowling Green, Kentucky. For my color guy, Cullen Kreider, this is Leroy Watson on play-by-play, and we will be back in a moment. And it all comes down to this, the final 40 seconds between George Harris Prep and Mountain Mission. Only 1 point separates them. George Harris Prep 48, Mountain Mission 47. Ryan Dennis, no look pass to Cultus, no good.
Look.
Woo, it was a great look. And now Mountain Mission, shot clock is off. Abdrabu almost stolen, and Al Wilson, head coach, steals a possession. As soon as Papoose Mbia got his hands on that basketball, he called timeout. That's heads up. That's what your coach is supposed to do, to give you one more chance to win this game. 9.1 seconds left in this contest. So we'll take one final break, and we will be back, bringing the last 9.1 seconds between George Harris Prep and Mountain Mission. Hoopin' on the Hill 2019. We'll be right back. We've got 9.1 seconds left.
I think if you're Coach Wilson here, you want to get something going towards the rim. It gives you a chance to draw a foul. It gives you a chance to penetrate and kick. And watch the out of bounds. What? Oh, wow.
Oh, they got it in to Papoose Mbia. How he got that open, I'll never know.
Huge play.
Jalen Cultus, that's his second and the sixth against George Harris Prep.
And credit Abdrabu again for a great pass. I was thinking that he would inbound and maybe catch on the way back in bounds.
He missed the free throw. It's a 1 point game.
Good foul.
And
it's a brilliant
very
foul.
good foul. Very good foul.
They had one to give, and they just gave it.
That's
so now
Papoose Mbia.
Now you get it side out of bounds. No momentum going towards the basket. It's going to have to be now a catch and shoot. I mean, they've got more time than a catch and shoot, but realistically,
that's pretty much what it's got to be.
They'll just be catching and throwing it up. Now, again, you've got time. You can, if you have to pivot or whatever, but Very, very smart foul, and you know, Coach Wilson was calling it over here on the sideline, foul, foul, and his guys responded well by executing the foul.
And then, you know, how about just the resolve of Mountain Mission, never giving in. They were down double digits midway the second half, and they just kept chipping away, playing together. No one trying to go off the reservation and do his own thing. And now they're in position where they've got a great opportunity to win this game.
They're a very, very blue-collar team, and it is fun to watch. You know, you got kids that they've really bought in. You can tell just from the look in their eyes that they respond to their coach, they listen to their coach, and again, that's very refreshing to watch. Now, you do not foul here. If you're
no, absolutely not.
You can't give one now. Look for somebody to pop out and then go back in. Yep.
Raheem Dennis, three, no good. He got a good look at it, but it did not go. And so that will leave us with the final of Mountain Mission 49, George Harris Prep 48. What a win for the scrappy crew from Virginia. And for that critical backdoor layup and that smart foul, I would go with Papoose Mbia for player of the game, but let's see who has been selected. And yes, it is Papoose Mbia selected as the player of the game. All right, so we will have a conversation with our player of the game, Papoose Mbia of Mountain Mission. Congratulations on a hard-fought victory, Papoose.
Thank you.
You guys were battling from behind. It seemed like the entire second half. You were tied at the half. They came out, they had a big run, got a double-digit lead. So what were you guys talking about in the huddle the first couple of timeouts as y'all were trying to come back from that double-digit deficit?
Yeah, we were like kind of breaking down, and then like on the huddle, we just like has to be consistent and execute all the play and keep trusting each other more and more, and it kind of worked.
Now you guys are a little bit different from most grind session teams in that you don't have anybody who's out there high flying and dunking. You know, there's no individual play. So talk a little bit about how important it is for you guys to actually stick together and execute the offense in order to get a W.
Yeah, it's very important. Like as like you can see, we're like one of the smartest team in here. So like sticking together, like playing together, you make us like stronger. That's like the only chance we have to win against like all of this team competing in the tournament. So like playing together is like more important for us than I guess like any other team in here.
So this is a new grind session team, a team that I'm sure you guys probably had never seen before. Have you ever seen any teams from Canada before?
Nah. I mean, we play against Orangeville Prep, I guess.
Okay,
but,
yeah.
Like, we never heard about this one.
So you'll take a W over anybody you can meet, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Congratulations, Papoose.
Oh, thank you.
One more thing. The foul late in the game. With the 1.9 seconds left, you fouled. Did you guys realize that you had a foul to give so you could stop the clock and keep him from getting a shot?
I heard the coach screaming, he asked us to foul, so I take the chance.
Good job. Good job.
Yes,
Way
sir.
to execute.
Congratulations.
We'll see you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
And up next, we will have Downey Christian versus Bella Vista. That's our 4:30 game. And the finale at 6 p.m. will be St. Louis Christian versus Our Savior New American. Don't go anywhere. We're still hooping on the hill. We'll be back in a moment.